where we had these very uh, ideal locations for our business.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Big business could see that the where we were was probably the best business
Mm-hmm. Location.
location that you could have.
Oh, yeah.
And so these big shopping centers started coming in, and it really closed down our stores one
Mm-hmm.
at a time.
Oh,
In all of the places, we had 7 stores at that time,
really?
and so uh, it closed down these stores, and and so it came to be that my dad and his 2 brothers and my brother and I were all in the same location,
Oh, yeah.
and that could not support 5 of us,
Oh, I
5 families.
Mm-hmm.
And so uh, at that time, my dad gave up his share of the business and retired, and my brother and I were with his 2 brothers,
I see.
and we operated that way uh, only for a short time, and uh, my dad's 2 brothers said that they would like to sell their share to my brother and I if we were willing to buy it,
Mm-hmm.
and so we were. Uh, we we had to pay uh, $20,000 at that time,
Mm-hmm.
each of us, uh, to take over the business, and then from that point on, of course, we paid them uh, every year. We
Mm-hmm.
paid them back every year, and until the business completely reverted to us, and and then in between there, that's when I felt the Lord calling me to walk this way, and when I did, uh, uh, I asked my brother if he were willing to buy my share
Mm-hmm.
of the business, and he said he would, and I got the leading to come to Alaska,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time, uh, my wife said, "Well, you have that leading, but," she says, "I don't have that leading to go to Alaska."
So at this point, you've already sent my dad and my dad to Uppsala, right?
Yes, yes.
Tell me about my dad, Jim. Tell me about his little rebellious streak that he had at one point.
Oh,
Come on.
well, he when we were going to the Miami Revival Center,
Uh-huh.
that was Sam Fife's body
Mm-hmm.
there, uh, and and the boys, of course, uh, were all going there too, and Jim uh, decided one morning when we were going out to the Miami Revival Center, uh, Jim ran off, and and so we said, well, we can't go and try to see if we can find him. We'll just have to go over, go.
Go to church.
And of course, when we went to the Miami Revival Center, we had the church praying,
Mm-hmm.
uh, about Jim, and and so Jim uh, he lived with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it was a friend of mine that he lived with,
Oh,
and John used to give us reports on what he was doing,
yeah.
and of course, the one thing that Jim wanted to do was to have long hair. And
Are you
I,
serious?
yeah,
You never
and
told me that.
I wouldn't
You
allow
you
that,
wouldn't allow the long hair.
and so anyhow, John kept us up on all of his
He wanted to be a
goings
rock and roller.
doings, everything that he was doing,
Yeah.
he kept up. And then one time his
So did he grow long hair?
oh yes, he did.
All right, this is a
Uh,
side of my dad that I never knew about. He never told
yeah,
me this
yeah,
stuff.
his hair was probably down to about like here.
See, this I need those pictures. I need those
Well,
pictures.
anyhow,
Anyhow,
uh, Mill's uncle came down to visit us, and while he was there, he said that he would like to see Jim,
mm-hmm.
and so